Oh, hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I want to share a couple of fun things that I have done. So yesterday, if any of you watched my video from yesterday, you will have noticed the collaged art page that my grandson Walker drew and I colored. Do you remember that? If you haven't seen it, you're welcome to look at the previous video from this video. But I've discovered what I could do with that sheet. I was folding it up to put in one of his journals that I've made him. But then I got to thinking, I kind of, just took, it was an extra long page. So then I cut it in half and I backed it onto brown bag, like just a brown bag I tore apart. Here are some remnants from the brown bag. And these are the remnants from, I had to cut the pages down that I used for the signature inside Walker's little, it's going to be his little art book that he can do with whatever he wants. And I think he's going to do a lot of drawing and a lot of coloring, or at least I'm going to do a lot of coloring, I'm sure. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys what I did. Kind of just, instead of when I folded it up to put it in a journal, I thought, oh, what if I just back it onto brown bag? Here's the brown bag. And I glued it down and then I Mod Podged it. And then I turned it over. Whoops. I turned it over. And then I Mod Podged the other part of the sheet because it was big. I Mod Podged it to the inside of the brown bag. So then it became a nicely put together journal cover using his artwork. Isn't that kind of cute? I didn't actually mean to do it, but I just thought, instead of tucking it away and not seeing it, this can become his little craft book. So then I took the actual color pad that he colored this page from, because it's an extra large one you get from the dollar store. And then I pulled out a bunch of pages from it, and then I cut them down because they were quite a bit bigger than this particular size journal. Let's just see what I made this into. This is a decent sized one. I'm going to just measure the cover itself. Let's see here. So it is a 10 by 7 as far as the bag color, and it goes out a bit, 1/4 of an inch, so nice for him to handle in terms of size. So yeah, I Mod Podged the cover down, and then I put together a signature, which is right here. And then I used some of my leftover, well, here's the tag topper of the back of the Pringles bag or box that he drew his one-eyed monster on. And I put a little tab tie up. So I thought, let's keep the theme going with the fabric. So I did some binding here. I did a 3 pamphlet stitch, simple stitch. And so let's just go through the pages that I put together for him. So I put a little nice firm piece of blue construction paper, and here is the inside of that coloring pad. So I did the illustrative side, and then I flipped it and gave him some blank pages because he loves to draw. And then here's some more coloring part, and added a little extra paper so he can continue on with his drawing adventures. There's quite a few sheets in here for him to work with, so it'll take him a while. I think he and Grandma are going to have some fun in the middle of the signature, which is the same. Obviously, oh, there's some of his drawings. Oh my goodness, how cute is he? And then here is the back. So it's glare, you can see the glare, but it's nice and sturdy because I used Mod Podge and made sure it was good and dry. But today I thought what I would do, I wanted to add this tag to his little journal scrapbook, just, for keepsake purposes. So I took some of the brown bag that I used for this cover, and And then I just glued a piece of the fabric on. So I thought, let's glue it down. And it becomes a nice pocket for his journal card. So I thought we could do that together real quickly. I think he's going to really enjoy it. Now I'm going to have to make one for his brother Colin, which will be fun to do too. I mean, Colin is older than Walker, but Colin loves to do things like this too every once in a while, I'm sure. So I used Fabri-Tac just so that it would stay down well, because this tag, it's a little bit of a thicker tag because it's part of the chip box. And of course, another little way that we can keep recycling stuff, teach the kids to use trash and turn them into treasure. So it tucks in right like that. I love it. Pops out at the top. And so it closes up. Okay, and so the other thing I did is, I had in front of me here, there's a bunch of little pieces of offcuts and whatnot. And I chose a blue one, like much like that, only a bit of a different pattern. And then I thought, so I dated it. That's what I like to do. But this is a picture off my photo gallery in my phone of Walker's hand. And I thought it would be a good idea, since this is the collaged art piece that he did that I made into this cover. So why not take the actual picture? I took a few pics and make it into a tag for him, or just, there he is there, working ever so hard, drawing. He's in the process of drawing. I hadn't done any coloring yet. And then I used this little vintage box of letters, wooden letters, rubber stamped letters. And I gave it a little bit of a, you know, a young child's look, little artist Walker. And my plan, when I tied it, I just had the idea to sort of personalize that it's his, and rather than a little love note from Grandma, which is nice too. But kids, don't they just love to see themselves in a picture? So that's what I did. Went in my phone gallery and I printed it off on my computer. And it would be something just to tuck in the front of the journal. And then we can place it somewhere inside. But I just think that is kind of cool. And there's washi tape. It's actually a part of the photograph now. But that's part of the washi tape, how I taped it on the counter so it wouldn't move. He'll get a kick out of that. His cute little fingers holding the pen, I might add, quite well for a little 4-year-old. That's good penmanship right there. So, and it just slips right in like that. So I'm kind of excited to show him. Use some rickrack for two purposes. For look, it adds a nice aesthetics of it. And also when you add stuff like rickrack to frayed edges, it stops it from fraying even more. So it should last for a little while. I mean, you can't be throwing it around or anything, but you can hear how the Mod Podge has made it nice and strong. So yeah, I just thought it was kind of cute, and I wanted to share that with you because I had shown you this in a video quickly yesterday, and now you know what I've done with it. So it's fun to take stuff that our kids and grandkids make and turn them into, hopefully memorialize their artwork. So I'm excited to show him that. And this is what I've done with book pages, different sized book pages. I added pieces to, you can add this, you can tell how long it was. It would come down this far, and then I folded it up and I made pockets, and I just did some collaging. Another way to recycle your book pages. Had some clusters laying around, so I used that for the front flip feature. And the other thing I was going to do is I am in the throes of a butterfly journal. So I thought this was cute, or maybe that one would go here. Isn't that cute? And then this would maybe be an accessory to go with my butterfly journal I'm working on. Design team project for Silver and Sparkles, which I'm excited about. So you'll be watching for this. These, again, this is a book page pocket, nice large book page pockets. And then I've stuffed inside some ephemera pieces to be used in whatever way I might find fit to be used, or if it's, I don't know if this is going to be something I give away, or who knows. One never knows till the time comes. So I will secure that butterfly down. And what was I going to do with this one? I feel like I had a plan, and now I don't know where I put the butterfly. Oh yes, I think I was going to use one of these. Look at these butterflies. I got them from the dollar store. Maybe a butterfly there. That suits this style. And inside, of course, more treats, ephemera pieces, an old music sheet I tucked into some plastic casing that was laying around. A recipe card. And I love these cards. And they took in just like that. So that's another idea. And there's one more I made. I hope I haven't showed you guys this in a previous video. I can't remember. I have a bucket of made crafts that I have been trying to get through showing you. So anyway, so they're all 3 different sizes. There's like father, mother, and baby in terms of 3 little bears size-wise. But this last one is a little bit smaller, or middle size. And just added again some cute journaling cards of some sort to be decorated up, to be made into tags. Endless possibilities. And just collaged different pieces of paper and book paper, music paper, strips of offcuts. So let's get a butterfly for this one. Well, this one works. So there you have it, you guys. Simple. You can all just take your book pages and make these pockets and pouches and whatnot and just have fun. And one more thing I want to share with you as far as recycling. So this is an envelope. I happened to actually open it the other day. I had something in it. And I just tore it carelessly because I wasn't planning to use it. Though I love envelopes, I should have known better. Anyways, I thought, what can I do with that now? Instead of chucking it in my trash bin. So I folded the flaps over on both sides. And I left the tear, the texture of the tear. And then I inked it up. And then I thought, this is going to make a cute envelope pocket. So I put together a little offcut. And I sized it up so that it goes inside the envelope. And then I did a little mini eyelet. And I added a charm, a bird charm. And inked it around. And then I just grabbed some nearby pieces of ephemera from, it's going to go in this journal, the design team project that I made for Creating with Jovi. This is her kit in her Etsy shop, and I love it. I've definitely did a flip through for you guys. So if you're interested and you're new to my channel, I will add this in the description box, this particular video, although if you scroll down a bit, you'll find it pretty quickly, but I'll make sure I link it just for your convenience. And I'm going to put this inside the journal. So let's glue it down the way I want it to be here. I'm not sure what I love more, making full-on journals, which I do a lot of, or have fun with recycling garbage scraps and whatnot. So put it here like that. And I just realized this was going to be a pocket. However, it's not now. So it's going to be maybe just a little bit of a collage there. It's popcorn. You know what, let's make this a pocket still. See how this was a little bit of a mistake? Got talking and wasn't paying attention. I wanted to just glue the 3 sides so that this could tuck into the pocket. However, we are going to make this a pocket. And I just so happen to have a little piece that matches here. So we're going to put this right here. Okay, so let's glue the 3 sides down. Like so. Although I've covered up some of the popcorn containers, I didn't cover up all of it. So this will still tuck in there, like so. Okay, so I keep that for my little pocket, and then I've got this little offcut from here, this beautiful gingham trim I had. I'm really running out here. So again, I'm using some Fabri-Tac just so it sticks stronger. And let's just tuck it up here. Now I could glue this flap down. I'm not sure if I'm going to, I don't know if I want to do that just yet. I don't know. I might tuck a few more things in there. I'm not sure. So because I'm not sure, I'm not going to secure it down. I could do this side. I think I might, just because I'm going to glue the back down in the journal. Just like that. It'll be a belly band, I think. Let's find a spot for it to live in this journal. Sorry for the glare. It's a bit of a gloomy day out today, so it's hard to, the way my office camera and lights are set up, it's hard not to have a glare. Oh, you guys, you know where I'm going in about half an hour? I'm getting these things removed. I am not a nail girl. Went to a wedding in June and got nails for the wedding, and I took that set off and got one more set done, and I just can't deal with them anymore, so they're coming off real soon. Okay, let's find a spot for this envelope pocket to live. Ooh, I think we found a spot. But we're going to put it on the edge because I want the edge to peek over. But I also don't want to glue the top here. I want it to glue on the edges of the actual. Let's see now. Let's see. I have to do this strategically. Let's see if I can just eyeball this. So if it's going to go down there, I'm going to do it right at this section here. I might be making a grave error, but we're going to find out. See, I don't want to edge it or glue the very edge because I want it to pop over about an inch, quarter of an inch. So I'm going to glue this side down so I can see. Did I do this properly? I did. Oh my goodness, you guys, it worked. A little bit of glue popping out, but that's okay. I can definitely wipe it. Let's see if it's going to work to use as a tuck still. So, it's pretty straight on the page. So I've got this little tuck like that. And we've left some room to put something else in here. So let's grab something here. I don't have anything from the actual kit nearby, but I do have something with, I added some of this red to this tag. So for the purpose of the video here, let's see if it fits, and it does. Oh my goodness, you guys, it worked. So I might glue this section down just because it might drive me crazy. We'll see. Not sure. I could also do this. So it's kind of a triple pocket tuck and on both sides. I don't know if you can see from the glare. See how that goes? Yeah, that looks good too. But for now, I'll just leave it like this. So there you have it, you guys. That was pretty simple. Hopefully you're inspired and you'll do something on your own. And that's it. That's all I got for you today. So thanks for hopping on and checking out my channel today. I hope you'll be inspired and do something extra crafty today. Okay, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.